In the old country, we got bombed on for nearly 8 years by Saddam Hussein. We then decided to move to the United States with one luggage and $500. We live in the projects. We got food stamps. Life has taught me some hard lessons that have humbled me, such as bankruptcy, getting arrested, getting divorced, having my house foreclosed on. But somehow God always had my back. Now my mission is to help and inspire others to live the American dream. If I can do it against all odds, so can you.
Please help me welcome
our friend Sam Bahktiar. Stand up,
yeah, come on.
Thank you very much. It's an absolute honor and privilege for me to be in front of all you fine ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor for me to be here at the same stage as my mentors, Tim Story, Ed Milet, Christian, Jeanette, Guillermo. Oh my God, man. You know, it's crazy. We came to this country in 1985. My single mom, $500 in a luggage. It was always been a dream for me to one day, make it. And now I'm here in front of you guys. And what I'm going to actually teach you here today is what I found out, 7 tips to rise above and become a 1%er. And becoming a 1%er is not about being better than anybody. It's about being your best version of yourself. To me, becoming a 1%er is in 5 areas of life: faith, family, fitness, finance, fun. Therefore, you can be fulfilled. That's the most important part of life. Because my favorite quote of all times is by Tony Robbins. He says, "Success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure." Now, when you're poor, and when you can't pay your bills, and you're worried about your next meal, that sentence doesn't make any sense. That quote doesn't make any sense. But once you get to a point that you're comfortable, and you have everything you want, you'll be like, wow, all this extra stuff doesn't really matter. All this extra stuff really doesn't matter. Now, what can I do to contribute to humanity? What can I do to make a difference? So, when I came to America, we didn't speak the language. I tried out, I wanted to play football. And I said, I want to play football. They said, football? I'm like, that's a weird country. I mean, this is the foot, this is the ball. I'm like, no, they said, what you're talking about is soccer. We don't have a soccer team. So I'm in a new country. I'm devastated. I don't speak the language. I'm getting picked on. I'm getting bullied. And I tried out for the basketball team. Go ahead and laugh. Go ahead and laugh. So I tried out for the basketball team because to this day, I don't know what baseball is about. I have no idea. I like the Dodgers because my wife likes the Dodgers. Football, I've never seen it before. I love football now, but I've never seen it before. I'm like, these guys kill each other. I just don't want to do that. But I knew basketball, so I tried out for the basketball team, and I didn't make it. And it was so devastating as a 12-year-old, 12, 13, as a teenager. I just, everybody's make fun of you. You might be the man in your country. You ain't nothing here. Look at you, you're short, you're slow, this and that. So I went home, and I didn't want to pursue anything. I told my mom, I hate this country, I want to go back home. She goes, no, that's not an option. Go back to the boys club. And what I want you to do is practice so you can get better, try for the basketball next year. And that's what the plan was, is for me to go to the boys club, 2.5 miles away from high school, so I can practice basketball and get better. And I was doing that until I saw these guys going up to this room upstairs. You know those guys that walk like this? And back then, those guys were like, I was watching Arnold movies and Sylvester Stallone movies, and I'm like, man, I want to look like them. I want to be like them. So one day, I got the courage to go up, and I got so scared. There was a bunch of guys cussing at each other, lifting heavy weights, slapping each other, listening to obscene music, yelling. I'm like, man, I was a scrawny, awkward-looking guy. I had the worst genetics you could ever have for bodybuilding. I had skinny arms, big old pot belly. The only thing I always had was calves. My mom, the genetics. So I started working out. And the tips that I'm going to show you is what I've learned in becoming a champion bodybuilder Today, I stand in front of you. I'm the first bodybuilder in history to have a first place title in every single weight class. And everybody laughed when I said I'm going to be a bodybuilder. They're like, you, really? And then what those tips, how you can apply those tips to become successful in business and successful in life. Because same principles that apply to bodybuilding and becoming a champion bodybuilder, I apply to business. So here's we go. So first thing first, when I started bodybuilding, they said, well, if you want to start bodybuilding, nutrition is the most important part. So I was used to eating hamburgers and French fries and everything, all the fast food. And now, I gotta eat chicken breast. Dry ass chicken breast. I was used to eating that regular Coke, slushies. Now I gotta drink water. And I remember I was dating this girl, she was like, try Diet Coke. The first time I tried Diet Coke, I almost threw up. I was like, this is nasty. So I learned that if I wanted to have a better body, I had to delay gratification and not eat the foods that I was in front of me, what I was used to. Well, guess what? Doesn't that apply in real life? Doesn't that apply in real life? If a lot of people here, we want to save money. We have big goals, but yet we have a hard time delaying gratification. You say, hey, this year I'm going to save $100,000, $20,000, $1 million, whatever your goal might be. You have that goal, but then all of a sudden, the new Jordans come out. The new iPhone 17 comes out. The new Gucci glasses comes out. Whatever you're into, right? All of a sudden, you abandon the game plan, you do that. Same thing applies. Hey, this year, I'm going to lose 40 pounds, I'm going to get in shape. Until, guess what? You go to grandma's house, and there's those burritos, right? So we have a hard time delaying gratification. So the key to success in the gym and the key to success in life, one of them is delayed gratification. Do you agree? Yes. Okay. 2, I learned if you want to master your life, you have to manage time. And here's what I don't understand. Every single one of us here have an expiration date. But every single one of us think that we have forever to live. Look, you're born here, you die here. That's a fact. That's a fact. But yet, we just all of a sudden run around and we just do a bunch of stuff that doesn't really do anything for us, for our life. Look, this is a big pet peeve of mine. Because I've seen my family, my loved ones, throw their life away. After high school, all they did was gamble, drink, watch TV, and just do nothing to better their life. If you have this amount of time, look, if you look at the chart, obviously the first 10, 15 years, you're just getting started, and that's what's going to happen. So from 15 to like 60, 65, that's your thing. And after that is, you're not going to be 80 years old hustling, right? So why are we running around thinking we have all this time? Look, these are some stats, and this is straight from Ed's book. If you haven't read Ed's book, this is straight, because I was going to give this because I was reading Ed's book. I'm like, look at here, 26 years sleeping, 11 years watching TV, 11 years working, 4 years driving. You really have 8 years to hustle. Y'all sleeping? What are you doing? What are you doing? Here's when I became crystal clear on what I wanted out of life. Decision making became very easy for me. I became crystal clear that what I want to do is provide for my family, number one, and spend time with my family. So anything that doesn't give me those two is a no. So when I get somebody and say, hey Sam, you want to watch the football game? It takes time away from my family, doesn't provide for my family. No. Decision making becomes easy. I want you guys to become crystal clear of exactly what you want out of life so you can make informed, easy decisions. Number 3, commitment is nothing without consistency. If you haven't read Influence by Robert Cialdini, get that book. It's the most profound book that you ever read. It talks about 6 ways that you can influence people to take action. And commitment and consistency is one of them. See, a lot of us, we commit. I'm committed this year to create wealth. I'm committed this year to lose 50 pounds. But all of a sudden, when it comes to consistency, you lack. Anybody will write a perfect plan on December 31st of every single thing they have to do to lose weight, to get in shape, or to create wealth. But when it comes to actually doing every single day, the grind of getting there, nobody does it. You know why? Because it's not sexy. It's really cool and sexy to write it down on a piece of paper. It's really cool. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna do 30 minutes of fasted state cardio. And then I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna have oatmeal and egg whites. Then I'm gonna get to the gym, and I'm gonna work out for 2 hours. And here's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm not gonna buy anything this year because I'm just gonna save all my money. But all of a sudden, 2 weeks into it, you forgot about the plan. You forgot about being consistent. Look around you. All of you guys are here because you guys are one percenters. But look around you. People are always starting something, nobody's finishing. Another book that I want you to read is called Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. Talks about the 10,000 hour rule. Means that for you to become an expert in anything, you got to put in 10,000 hours. How many people do you know actually put in 10,000 hours? I saw Grant Cardone talk about it the other day, a few weeks ago. He said in baseball, which I'm beginning to learn a little more, 3 strikes out, 3 strikes and you're out. Is that right? 3 strikes. So 3 strikes, you get 3 strikes and you're out. In life, you get unlimited swings. All you need to do is keep swinging, keep swinging, keep swinging, keep swinging, and if you just keep swinging, you're gonna hit it out of the park. So this is something I want you guys to rule for me. The Spartans said what? Aru, Aru, Aru. Forget about Spartans. I'm Persian, so that was a bad movie. Bad movie. They made us look real bad there. It was real bad there. So, but here's what I want you to do, and I want you to do this for me real quick. Say Habu, 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 Habu. Okay, let me tell you what that means. Habu stands for highest and best use of your time. Highest and the best use of your time. Every single one of you guys here, every single one of us has an hourly rate. What is our time worth? What are you going to do to be able to maximize your time, maximize your efficiency? And a lot of us don't understand that. You know, we want to do everything. My financial advisor, I love him to death. He graduated, he's one of the smartest guys I know, graduated from University of Chicago, MBA. I said, Roger, how much do you make an hour? He said, I make about $500 an hour, okay? I'm like, well, why are you washing your car? Why do you take 2 hours out of your day to wash your car? Why do you take 2 hours a day? That means 2 hours, I mean, you could have made $1,000. The car wash guy cost $30. So if you took that time and actually applied it, look at how much money you would have made. And I want you guys to understand something. You know, we all know about Pareto's principle, the 80-20 rule. Basically states that 20% of the things that you do give you 80% of results. And 80% of the things that you do give you 20% of results. I actually will take it further and say 5% of the things that you do give you 95% of results. And 95% of the things you do give you 5% of results. So you have to sit down here and think, what are the things that you need to do to move the needle forward? And what are the things that you need to do, you don't need to do, but can be delegated? And what are some crap that you just don't need to do at all? It's very, very simple. And a lot of us, until we get that, what we do is we start majoring in minor things. We're majoring in minor things. We're running around doing a bunch of stuff, and we're stressed out, we're getting nothing done. It's very important for you to understand that it's not how hard you work, it's how smart you work. How many people do you know are running around all the time, stressed out, but when you ask them what you get done, they can't really give you an answer. I have an ex-wife like that. So balance is a myth. Balance is a myth. A lot of times, a lot of our loved ones, you know, your mom, your grandma, your uncle, your aunt say, oh, mija, like you're losing too much weight. Oh my God. You're going to the gym every day. Oh my God, you're skinny, you have cancer? What's going on? Get some of these chimichangas. What's going on? Like all of a sudden they want you to be balanced. All of a sudden you're doing something good for yourself, they want you to be balanced. But nobody told you anything when you were eating pizza, burritos, and drinking a 6-pack of beer every night. Nobody told you to be balanced. All of a sudden you're doing something for yourself good, they want you to be balanced. You have to understand that balance, here's what I'm, write this down, this is very important. Balance is not given, balance is earned. Balance is not given, balance is earned. You can't all of a sudden been broke all your life, you know, been going to, what is that? What is that music festival? Yeah, you're broad, Coachella and Stagecoach, whatever they call that thing, man. Don't go to Stagecoach, you're gonna get shot. You go to the music festivals, you're broke, and all of a sudden you're gonna be partying all the time, and now all of a sudden you wanna be balanced. No. Now you gotta go work your ass off. Because if the scale's been tipping this way for a long time, and guess what? You gotta be this way for a while for you to be balanced. Does that make sense? Now, if you've been eating junk, nothing but junk, sitting on your butt, watching the Kardashians, watching the Oprah, whatever the hell you're watching, and now all of a sudden you wanna, oh wow, no, but get into it easy. Don't do too much. No. You gotta get your ass to the gym every single day. Not balanced now. You've been tipping the scale way this way. Now you gotta go this way. Hell with that. Okay. ABL. What does that mean? Come on, guys. I know you guys know this one. Always be learning. That's exactly what it is. Exactly. Jim Rohn said that, you know, standard education will make you a living. Formal education will make you a living. Lifetime education will make you a fortune. I thought I spent a lot of money when I went to college, when I graduated with $150,000 in student loans. I thought that was a lot of money. But when I got out, I found out that I didn't know shit. I didn't know anything. So since then, I most likely have put in about $500,000 or more into self-education to be able to get to where I'm at. I'm telling you, a lot of people, once they graduate high school, they don't pick up another book. They don't get another mentors. They don't get another help. So I want you to understand that it's very important for you to always be curious and always be learning. So, let me tell you number 7, which is ask for help. A lot of us don't want to ask for help. We want to figure everything out ourselves. So, let me give you an example. How many times you got lost? Especially us men. We get lost. Oh, I get it figured out. I got this done. I got this figured out. Next thing you know, you're driving around 2 hours, nothing's happening. Let me tell you a story really quick. When I was bodybuilding, I won a couple of shows in Pennsylvania. Then I came to California. And everybody said in California, oh man, you might be the man in Pennsylvania, but in California, people get shredded. You got competition. This is the capital of bodybuilding capital of the world. You gotta get shredded, you gotta get shredded. And so what I did was I went from 200 pounds to 143 pounds. I got shredded all right. I lost all my muscles. I got in, I was flat, I won my class, and that was it. When I went to the overall competition, because in bodybuilding, every weight class then competes for an overall trophy. I could never win. So one day, I was in the gym, a guy named Patrick Lynn comes up to me and goes, Sam, he was a black guy from Mississippi. Let me tell you, let me imitate his voice. Hey Sam, check this out, man. Hey, let me help you with your diet. I'm like, okay, how much does it cost? I'll go cost you $500, $500. And my Honda Civic was $700 at the time. My 97 Civic was $700 at the time. But I'm like, you know what? You know what I did? I took out of my student loans. So I give Patrick $500. And he had me do some things that it was very uncomfortable for me. He had me not eat carbs for like 7 days, and all of a sudden for 2 days had me carb up. Now we found out it's called carb loading, right? carb loading, carb depletion. I didn't know none of that, right? So came the night before the show. He said, Sam, go to Burger King, get you 4 double Whoppers, large fries, and a regular Coke. I'm like, what? I've been eating chicken breast, and I've been eating broccoli for like 6 weeks, and now you want me to eat 4 double Whoppers, large fries, and Coke? What the hell's wrong with you? He goes, just do it. I'm like, cool, I'll get this, I'll eat that. So it was cool. So I went to Burger King, got 4 double Whoppers. I was at a little apartment off of 57 on Lincoln in Anaheim. Sat down in my bed. I had the first Whopper, fries, regular Coke. Like, ooh, that was good. The second Whopper, I'm like, oh my God. Like, my stomach was out to here. My muscles were this big. And now I'm starting doubting. I'm like, why the hell did I hire this guy, man? Why I should have done my own thing? This guy messed me up. I called him up. I'm like, Patrick, you mofo. I'm like, you mofo, you effed me up. You know this and that? He goes, I'll see you tomorrow morning. You hung up. So I'm like, man, I lost anyway. I might as well eat the last 2 Whoppers. I might as well eat it. Shit, you know, right? So I ate the last 2 Whoppers, seriously, like, I was like, my stomach was serious. I was laying in bed. I couldn't even lay. I was like this, right? And I'm like, man, I'm going to get up tomorrow morning. I'm going to pull out. So I woke up in the morning. I went to pee. I look in the mirror. I'm like, what? Is that me? My muscles were this big. My stomach was flat. I had veins and muscles pop out of nowhere that I've never seen in my life before. And now I'm like, oh my God, like I look like Incredible Hulk. So he comes in, he opens the door, and I give him the biggest hug. And then when I went to the competition, the guys were like, well, Sam, how do you think you're gonna do? I'm very cocky. I was like, I'm gonna win the whole show. They're like, well, that's a good positive attitude to have. I'm like, no, that's not positivity. I'm gonna win the whole show. I don't care who shows up today. Bring him on. They're like, well, that's good positivity. I'm like, rip off my shoes. What's up? What's up? And that's how I was able to become the first bodybuilder in history to win every weight class, because I was open to get help. You understand? The reason I'm telling you that is I was open to get help. I didn't want to do the same thing over and over again. Some of us are doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expect a different result. I was going to the gym, January. I'm looking at everybody, all the newbies. All the newbies. I see doing all the newbies in January, right? And I saw this one particular guy. He's probably in this room. I'm calling him out. If you're here, stand up. I'm gonna call you out right now. So it comes in, he's all wearing sweats and baggies and those things that make you sweat. That ain't gonna burn off fat. It's gonna make you sweat. So he's on this and that, and then he has a personal development book. He was there for 3 hours every day. He's working out and reading a personal development book. I'm like, I told myself, I wonder how long this is gonna last. So I come back. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him lately. Because remember, commitment is nothing without consistency. Everybody can commit. So, let me give you some bonus tips real quick. 3 bonus tips. You want to add life to your years. You don't want to add years to your life. A lot of us have been dead since we were 25, 30. We're just moping around in life. We're just going around. We're just doing the same thing over and over again. And we're expecting different results. So here's a couple of things that I know for a fact is going to help you live a longer, more vibrant life. I took a whole class on human aging. And there's only 3 things proven, without a shadow of a doubt, for you to live a longer, better life. Number 1, obviously, is genetics. You can't change that. You can't change, your God-given genetics. So whatever your God's given genetics is, you can't change that. Number 2 is stay in negative caloric balance. Stay in negative caloric balance. That means that make sure you eat less than you burn. That's one of the main things that's going to give you a longer life, a better life. We learned a lot about how to keep your brain young. You know what happens? When you're young, when you're a baby, you're curious about everything. You're trying to learn everything. You know, they say, you know, if you want to get your baby to be smart, put them in music, put them in having to do different stuff. Because why? Because every time you learn a new skill, what it's going to do is going to create new synapses in your brain. But as we get older, what do? We just want to keep doing the same thing, everything that we know. We're not open to learning new skills. We don't want to do anything more. We just want to do the same stuff over and over and over again. So it's very important for you to learn new skills. And they say, the third one, retire at a later age, which means what? Never lose hope. Never lose hope. I tried to retire about 10, 15 years ago. I was like, you know, I'm just going to retire. So what I did was, every single day, I drove to Laguna Beach, sat there, read a book, grabbed a martini. I thought that was going to make me happy. That didn't make me happy. Take a look around you. Mr. Tim Story. He could retire many years ago. And he's out in 75 countries. He's out there making an impact. He's out there, he has a goal. He wants to progress. Ed could have retired 40 years ago. Ed could have retired 40 years ago. I remember seeing Ed's check literally 20 years ago. I just caught up to him 20 years now. Because that was my target. When I saw Ed's check 20 years ago, I'm like, it like rejected, my mind rejected that amount. Somebody can make that amount in 1 month. When I hit that, I'm like, oh my God. But now he's like, hold up. Ed has a jet. He's out there making his own footprint. I want you guys always go out there, make a difference. And remember, success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. Go out there and make an impact. God bless you. Thank you so much.